Our next mastermind session for the Winning an Upwork program is actually the creation of your fascinating Upwork profile. And of course, before we can do this, it's important that you have your Brand Fascination profile already. So going back, do you have it, guys? Yung Brand Fascination profile. What's your brand, BJ?
I haven't done the brand fascination yet, but based on my disc profile, I see. So
Okay.
I'm systematic, calculating. So I find it's true that, but I just have to try the brand fascination test.
Great. So yeah, just to revisit how the Upwork profile looks like now. Of course, it looks like this. So we have there the title right here, and then the overview over here, and then of course the rate and all of that custom packages that we can offer. Also, we can put it here. Although I don't have it right now, but yes, we can discuss that one later on. And of course, the work history, and there's also the testimonial section. And by the way, the good thing about Upwork these days is they have this new feature that allows you to ask testimonials from non-Upwork clients that you have. If you are new to Upwork and you have done freelancing jobs or other online jobs for another client, you can ask requests from them to provide testimonials that you can use right there in your Upwork profile. It will appear right here. And of course, the portfolio, every now and then you can just add it there. It doesn't matter if you have few. Eventually, you will have a long list of portfolio right there. Personally, I am unable to update my portfolio. I have a lot of projects. I have a lot of gigs that I have done in the past. That's not here just yet. But yes, it would be a good practice if you are able to update the portfolio section regularly. And in the skills.
I would like to ask.
Yes, sir.
In my case, sir, for the portfolio, can I add the projects that I am working now? The one that I am working now?
Yes, for sure. You can do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And here on the skills section, of course, you have a lot of lists from Upwork that you can select. You know your skills, you know better who you are. So just put in there the skills that you want to showcase. This one is not updated for my end. I need to modify this a little bit also because, when I created this profile, a lot of these details right here are not updated. I don't even have certifications right there. So, but if you have a certification, any certification that's relevant to what you are offering, then that would be great. So you can put it there also. In the employment history right here. Just to share to you what I did when I started out way back in 2012 with Upwork, I don't have employment history other than being a corporate employee at Lexmark and Teradyne. But I have also put it there like those companies that I have worked with as a blogger. Eventually, that helps me boost my profile in such a way that clients or potential clients are able to see that somehow I have other experiences, even if it means not relevant to what I'm offering in Upwork currently. So normally applicable siya for newbies na you can put there just any relevant work history or part projects or apprenticeships, you can put it there. And for the education, I went to site, I went to CIT also, but I'm not a licensed engineer, so I just put it there just to have education record on my profile as well. Other experiences here, you can put anything, relevant work experiences also that you can showcase in your Upwork profile. Now, I won't discuss here like how to fill in these details right here. I mean, how to walk around the profile. It's already there in YouTube, no? And that's not the value that I want you to get from me. I want to get value na talagang wala, hindi niyo mahanap kay YouTube o kay Google. So what is that? Well, it's very easy. Of course, anyone can put everything here, no? Doon sa mga different elements ng profile. But I would like to emphasize more on the title and then the overview of your profile. So normally I follow this one framework. So I have shared this one in your Trello boards. Just open that card and you will have access to the link. Please don't share that one to anyone. That is only exclusive for Mastermind participants. So here, the first thing that you will do is to craft your fascinating Upwork profile title. The important terms that you will mention are this. Mention your specific offer or service. Diba? So may kanya-kanya niyo tayong offer or services, we have our unique offerings, then just take note of that so that you can use that as you create your Upwork profile title. Also in the title, talk to your specific target market, essentially the one from your buyer persona or client avatar, and use one or more of your brand's adjectives, no, using your brand fascination profile, and maximize character limit. And right now the character limit in the Upwork profile is only like 70 characters. Now how it looks like now, before my profile looks like this: ad ops publisher monetization expert, the AdX AdSense header bidding. I used this before. To give you some background, I used a profile title like this before because every time the client search for a certain skill or for a certain platform, Upwork considers the title the most. That was until recently before the changes in their algorithm. So if you look at it, I was also trying to capture SEO inside Upwork, and I will demo that one later on how it works. But now, by incorporating my brand fascination profiles adjectives, it reads like this time: goal-oriented ad ops and assertive monetization expert for publishers. Okay, so the adjectives here are this: goal-oriented and assertive, and the service offering or the services is this one: ad ops or monetization, or the client for the target market, which is publisher. So my target market are publishers. I have to say that one there: goal-oriented ad ops and assertive monetization expert for publishers. And I'm trying myself to be consistent on this one across all digital channels I have, like on LinkedIn, Facebook profile, Facebook page, the Ad Ops Ninja page, and the Upwork profile, and also on my website, dun sa resume. Question so far for this part?
Question, sir. Di ba you incorporated the branding adjectives in the title?
That's correct.
Yes. Did that have an if did that affect your SEO? I mean, the visibility of your profile, since you added some words there that had nothing to do with the job positions that employers normally look for when
Yeah,
they search.
that's a good question. That is something that I want to really see moving forward. But I am actually going to discuss what has changed so far in Upwork's SEO, which is actually on the second item right here. So
Okay.
yep, and I will show it exactly how it works inside, no, inside the client's dashboard, and you can see there the highlights. I mean, what are those markups that are highlighted in the search result? All right. So since you asked about that, then let's proceed on the second item. The second part is to add details to the overview. Okay. So when we say Upwork overview, it's here on this portion, the big one, all throughout at the bottom. Take note of this. While Upwork has its own suggestions right here, I don't follow that one. Yep, I have my way of doing this, and this is how I do it. So add details to the overview that expound your profile title right on the first paragraph. Okay, so as you can see right on the first paragraph right here. Why is that? Because I tried before that I put in the profile brief first at the very first section. I mean the very first line right here. I put the profile brief right there. Somehow it affects the SEO. Yung entire contents, lahat-lahat na. Parang i-randomize nyo lang ba? Katulad ng ginagawa ni Google. Provided that there's a keyword at the top, the body, and then the bottom. Parang ganyan. But I changed that one because I want to highlight more this part. So I changed that one. I moved it to the top. So that's why that's the first paragraph that I have. 2 to 5 sentences. Of course, this time you can still use the brand adjectives, but it's more important if you can use the marketing pillars or one of your marketing pillars. On this content right here, the very first paragraph of your overview in the profile, just highlight the strengths, skills, or key platforms. Take note of that. Skills or key platforms. If you are newbie, okay na yung strengths for now or skills. But if you are more experienced na, you already know the platforms, then put it there. Why? Because clients tend to search for the platforms like ManyChat expert or SEO expert or Google analytics expert, or usually they use the platform, then they put something in as an attribute to come up with a key phrase that you can use to search for the ideal clients that they want. Just highlight the strengths, skills, or key platforms you use here that your potential target client will need. Mention the common problems of target clients that you'd like to solve or help with. So here, no, I have indicated it here, like I'm a goal-oriented ad ops professional and assertive consultant for decisive online publishers. Here is the brand's marketing pillar. I lead my clients the way in navigating programmatic ad monetization for their mobile, web, apps, video, and digital TV inventory. I have solid expertise in Google Ad Manager and so on. Essentially, I'm enumerating my skills or the platforms that I'm expert in. And here I say it like this allows me to take control of each project. I also provide purposeful insights for publishers to maximize their ad revenue and revenue potential. So here, this is actually the common problem based on my buyer persona ng target client ko. Again, my target client are publishers, and according to my buyer persona, my client avatar, they have problems on this area and also using this platform. Again, nandun yung brands, adjectives, and marketing pillars. I have there the skills and the platforms for SEO. And of course, use perfect grammar and readability. Here, it's not necessary na parang talagang 100% good. Kahit okay lang yung remark, pwede na. And by the way, if you are not used to it, you can use Hemingway app for that. Just go to hemingwayapp.com, diba? And put in there the text of your copy, right? And have Hemingway check the copy if it is good or not. So, of course, if you are new to Hemingway, you can read a little more about this right here how it works. No? May tutorial naman dito. But let me just show it to you. So, okay siya. Here, I cannot fix this part. And I believe you cannot also fix some parts of your profile, no? Particularly on the first paragraph. Kasi nga, some names of the platforms are not, Hemingway cannot identify them as a noun or something like that. Or maybe this one is just so long, but I need to do it, no, for some reason. That is why for me, this is just fine. But of course, if you can break this down into 2 sentences, that's better also. So that you can get a yellow comment right here, which is this one. But so far, the readability is okay naman. So that's fine for me. Yes, you can also do the same, no. The idea why we need to check for the grammar readability is that for the client to really read the content easily, no, and they can understand right away what you are trying to say on this portion. It's actually on this part. Oh, by the way, question right here.
Question, sir.
Yes,
On
Mitch.
that part, do we only have to focus on one customer avatar, or can we have like 3 or 4 target customers?
Yeah, good question. It's actually on the third item, no?
Okay.
All right, but let me just emphasize it more clearly. No, the first part, the first paragraph, you focus more on your primary target market, primary target client. Essentially, your focus is skills. Lagay nyo yan on the first portion. Now, even if you want to provide services for another target market, no, or another client avatar, no, or essentially just another service offering that you may have, no, your opportunity to showcase that one in the profile is on the the third part. Right there. So here, no, add a profile brief in bullets. I tried before kasi na hindi siya bullet type and like it's hard to read. Yep, it's hard to read and hindi siya catchy, no? Hindi siya catchy for the client. With this, I can tell na it is easy to read and also catchy, no? I use, by the way, icons from Facebook. You can just copy some icons from Facebook, diba? And use that one. Just copy and paste right here. It works naman with Upwork. Again, add a profile brief in bullets and use this to provide more professional and personal background just in case the client wants to learn more about you. So if you notice it, the critical part is the title right here and in this portion. Can you tell guys why? Okay,
That's what they see first, and
yeah,
when
that's
they're
correct.
not interested, then they'll just move on to the next profile.
Yeah, that's correct. Essentially, yes. So if you look at the profile, so this one is how it looks for the client. It looks like that. It looks like that for the client. It doesn't look this way for the client. It doesn't look that way. It looks like this. See this? You read more. So you need to make it visible right there. And only then that you can provide more information about you right here at the bottom part if the client really click on that read more and scroll down. So it's like my psychology talaga dito. Going back to the profile brief, I have it here. Just highlight other potential services that you can offer. So your question is answered by this. You can highlight it here. And on my case, I show morale and compassion to make the client feel comfortable working with me. You can also include some details that show morale and compassion to make the client feel comfortable working with you. So For example, with this one. Of course, I'm not looking for trainees in Upwork, right? But I included something like this one. First buyer persona ko is yung primary, help online publishers and startup media companies maximize ad revenue. The second one is I help develop e-commerce websites for decisive entrepreneurs and MSMEs, which is of course adds value like to my profile so that the client can tell na, okay, so this one is an e-commerce professional. And also I have it there that execute goal-oriented digital marketing strategies. So if you look at it, connected kasi yung digital marketing and e-commerce, relevant din kasi siya sa ad op. So with all those details, the client can parang siya, sabihin niya na, okay, so this guy is really the ideal candidate that I'm looking for. But there's another one here, right here. It's like transform other people's career or business through my e-learning and digital training. So here, what I'm trying to emphasize here is like a social responsibility. So it's like, or if you are working with non-government organizations, just any pro bono service that you have, just put it there. It will add value to your profile, and then the client or the potential client can feel that at least okay kang tao, diba? You're compassionate or something like that. Do you get the point there, guys? You probably will say, okay, so but that's not relevant to my skills, to my offering, to my like main focus, to my primary target market. Hindi naman siya relevant. Well, that's true, but that's also where you got wrong, because remember that the clients also want to learn more about you, not just your professional or technical skills. Ayan, so here on this portion, simple lang naman yung third item, which is to put in the relevant details about you in bullet. Tapos right below this part, yan, share na yung personal story and other accomplishments. On my case, I put it this way. So essentially just additional details that complements with the one at the top right here. And the last part is the skills. You showcase all relevant skills, and normally before I put it like paragraph pa rin, but I changed that one like last year. Ginawa ko siyang list format, this one. Put in a list format to make it easy to read. Yun lang yung yun lang yung purpose ko. Parang easy navigation lang talaga siya. Bali, naka-group siya, lahat ng mga skills ko in different areas of digital. Tapos nilagay ko siya dyan in a manner na organized siya and easy to read and navigate. And then, this also helps your Upwork profile's SEO. Again, it works this way. Let me just show to you how it works. Okay, switch ko lang yung profile to client. Say, for example, if I am a client and I'm looking for someone who is a DFP expert. Normally, what I will do is I will enter that keyword right here, like DFP expert, and then enter. So again, this is the dashboard that the client will see. It's different from the dashboard you see as a freelancer. And here, the client will see the list of freelancers who are DFP experts or who have that term DFP expert on their profile, or maybe just who have worked with a project related to DFP. And as you can see there, look at that. As you can see,
Number one.
yes. So out of the main results right here, this is SEO, guys. This is not just about Google. I'm trying to learn, just a disclaimer, I'm trying to learn more how the SEO and Upwork works. But I have been doing this ever since. And trust me, those freelancers I know who are also in Upwork actually reached out to me and said, Bert, every time you search for the experts, if the expert, your profile ranks first. Or if you look for AdSense expert, your profile ranks first or ranks in the first page. Essentially, how I did it is exactly this one. Nandun lang talaga siya sa content ng profile, yung mga details. But there's a new change on how Upwork ranks profiles. Upwork also look at the work history of your profile. So the point here, if you are positioning yourself as a CRM expert or a HubSpot CRM expert, and someone hire you as a CRM specialist, see to it that she is using that term in the job post the moment she sends you an offer or the client sends you an offer. So how it works, essentially just tell the client that, can you change the title of the job or the project to something like this if it's okay with you? Kasi nga, it adds value to your profile, particularly for the SEO purpose. And as you can see here, there's this line that says, suggested because they work on 45 jobs that match your search. So, if the client will click on this one, diba, yung makikita niya are all those jobs that I have worked with relevant to DFP. So let me just click that one so that makita nyo. This is what the client sees. So lahat ng if-filter ni Upwork are those jobs related to DFP. Kasi nga, kino-consider na ni Upwork yung previous jobs or previous projects for SEO purpose. Yeah, of course, I don't rank for all.
So basically, sir, you can rank again if you have more jobs na ganun ang job description, AdSense expert. Kasi ang
Yes.
iba dyan, 4 jobs that match your search, apat lang.
Yep. So it's like maybe the client doesn't use different key phrase. Let's check ad ops. Ayan. So I'm ranking first using the ad ops key phrase. I'm also ranking first for DFP, which is actually one of the main platforms that I'm really good at. It varies a lot, but that is just only one of the many things that you need to take note in Upwork, because there's another thing like when the client create the job. Okay, for example, what happens is when the job is posted, Upwork recommends freelancers to the client. And normally, Upwork recommends those freelancers who are more likely to provide like good service to that particular client. And yes, that's probably why I got a lot of invites. And unless there's something that is posted there as a job that I really like when I apply, but for most of my jobs in Upwork, those jobs are actually originally invite directly from the client. I think that one of the challenging things right here, no, when you create the profile is the copy. Minsan challenging siya for particularly for those who are not really good in writing, which is true naman. And admittedly, madami rin talagang freelancers na ganyan. They have something to offer, they have good skills, but they are really not good in creating copies for their profile. Normally, the Brand Fascination profile can actually help you come up with great contents because there may mga samples na rin sa Brand Fascination profile, and you just need to like also look at the other profiles ng mga ng ibang freelancers. It's like getting inspirations not just from my own profile but also from other freelancers in your category or in your industry or whatever services you are trying to offer in your niche. So you can get some inspirations right there also. But at least you already have the framework on how to do it. And I'm hoping that you are able to really come up with great Upwork profile, something that will really fascinate the client. Questions, guys?
Sir, dun sa specialized profile,
Mhm.
does that also affect SEO? Kasi 'di ba when we have a lot of different skills, tapos what if we create a specialized profile for each focus skill that we have?
Yeah,
Bali,
that's
edit na lang, tapos we put what the focus skill is on top of each specialized profile?
yeah, you can reuse some of the contents that you have in the main profile and reuse that one in the specialized profile. What I just noticed with the specialized profile, limited lang yung characters na malalagay. But yes, it's something that I also need to explore. Anyway, I tried creating one before. Hold on, let me just show it to you here. No? This is the general profile, and then this is the specialized profile. Yeah, actually, hindi ko pa siya na-finalize. To answer the question, I'm not just sure yet, Mitch, if that will affect the SEO, but I think yes. In fact, it can actually add value for your SEO kasi you have like additional contents that the Upwork search engine bot can crawl, diba? Because it has its own search engine.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Normally, sir, from being a newbie to being intermediate and from being intermediate to an expert, usually what will be how long it would take from one stage to another stage?
To tell you frankly right now, you're no longer newbies, no? So you have to jump in right there at the intermediate level or actually position yourself on an expert right away. I can tell. It depends on it's a case-to-case basis kasi. But right now, the way I know you guys, you are already experts for some area or specialization, no? So if you want to specialize on those areas, then you agree with me that you are an expert, then just go ahead and use that level in your profile. But to answer the other question, like how long it will take to become an expert, well, you can actually become an expert overnight. The point is, on my case kasi, as far as I remember it correctly, I did not put newbie in my profile. No, so it's like I started intermediate. Then after one project, or two projects, siguro, I changed it to expert. Kasi I feel that I'm expert already during that time. It's only you who can tell. Diba? Upwork won't dictate that to you. When can you be an expert or when can you be a? It's you who decide. Maybe you have to really assess yourself. If you feel that you are really a newbie and you believe that you're a newbie, then you can put there newbie. But if you are an expert and you agree with me that you're an expert, then put there you're an expert right away. You don't need to go through the newbie level. One of the participants here started at the intermediate level because she wants to start there, no? But she's actually already an expert, very expert. So it's just really up to you. But if you are going to solicit for my opinion and advice, then just put their expert right away.
Is that not a little scary? Because to
You know,
put expert and then you're faced with, some tasks that are for experts.
no, there's
No.
always a way for that. No, it's like even myself. No, it's no secret that I don't do freelancing by my own. I also work with other freelancers, and that means working with other people who knows you better on some aspect. One of the tactics actually, and one of the strategies. There's no secret, by the way, just tactics, just to know how to put it together. It's important that you understand how to put it together. Basa ng basa ka lang, take courses, no, learn, continuous learning. And if you feel that you know how it is done, but you know how to do it, then you can have someone else join you and eventually do it. It works that way. And even those freelancers who are making like 6 figures, 7 figures, it's not them who's doing it now. There are a lot of freelancers working with them.
Yeah, they outsource their own projects.
Yep. So the point here is you're actually becoming more of a project manager. The only advantage you have is you know how it works, how to put it together. That is why it's like you are taking control and leading the way of the project. Did I answer the question, Sir Santos?
Yes, sir.
Again, we have different specializations, we have different skills. It actually doesn't matter. Anyone can follow the same framework. Everyone can follow the same strategy and tactics. No, it's just also maybe just a matter of being confident about yourself. Wag na kayong ma-intimidate. O hayaan nyo na yung iba. Like one tip that I can share to you also as far as this is concerned, no, just to focus on your own lane. Don't worry about those people, what they will say, no, what they will say about your profile. Just focus on what you want to accomplish right here. At the end of the day, client lang naman yung habol natin right here. So, hayaan natin si client yung mag-decide. Hindi yung ibang tao yung mag-decide.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Let's say in our FB page, since we have already made some entries there, made some postings there before during the training, can we take it out and just put new post relevant to what we want to showcase to the client?
Yes, you can. Even myself do that. No? It's like I change contents every now and then. I modify contents every now and then. The last time I ran ads for my ad ops freelancing, like last year, no? So I tweaked some content in the social media page, on the Facebook page. Essentially, I tweaked the messaging because I'm trying to like remarket to those certain contacts. No, I was trying to like see if they will be able to avail of my service during that time. Yep, but yes, to answer the question, you can do that. You can change the contents and modify it to align your current profile and current brand.
So we can also uh, do ads for our own freelancing services.
Yes, that's correct. We are going to discuss that one on I think next week's session, which is for marketing. No, I mean it's on the fifth week. It's on the fifth week of this mastermind. We'll be doing that right here, no, for marketing ads. And by the way, next week kasi, no, we'll be discussing social media profile creation and social media content. And on this part, I will ask you to start posting content, no, publishing content on social media relevant to your focus skills, trying to sell your services, no, as a freelancer. The contents that we have can actually be recycled for ads right here. You prepare at least 5 contents or 7 contents that address the maybe awareness, consideration, decision stages, no. But yes, more on I call that one as an evergreen ad. No, that's really interesting because some people, no, some freelancers don't use that. Some of them actually don't yeah, essentially they don't do that. And when they do that, sometimes they are burning a lot of money that really doesn't convert for some reason. Because there's actually like a technique right there, no, strategy that you can do so that you are only paying for ads for the right audience. And by the way, as you learn this one, eventually that will add additional skill, no, for you that you can also like showcase in your freelancing business. Yes, that's true. Meets you will be running ads in the future as after you took this mastermind. I suggest that you really complete that one because the moment you miss, by the way, one module right here, I won't add that one to your Trello board unless you complete it first. Did I answer the question, Mitz?
The pressure's on.
Yep. All right, guys. So if you don't have any other questions, thank you very much, no, for joining this mastermind session. This Saturday, we are going to discuss about your website. I don't agree with those people. I don't agree with those people, no, that says you can settle without a freelance. I mean, without a website, no, or something that will showcase your portfolio. I don't agree with that. So eventually, you will need that one. Believe me or not, everyone has a website.
Sir, pwedeng landing page lang muna.
Yes, definitely. No. So the idea actually for the for the use of that website is for the client to go back to the website because we want them to go back there. Just prioritize the homepage. Madali lang yan gawin actually because nandiyan na yung profile nyo eh. As soon as you have the profile there, you will just copy the contents, no? And reuse those contents in the website. Dali lang siya. Okay, guys?
Okay, sir. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, sir.
All right.
Thank you very
So
much.
thanks and see you next time. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye-bye.